Hello everyone, how you doing? So, I got new glasses. They're so awesome, I can see so clear out of them. But I've been watching, I love the Dexter Resurrection series. And I think Prater is on Dexter's list now. And he probably did enough to get on the list before, but definitely now since the death of Bautista. And the reason I say that he probably did enough, because I think he did more than host serial killers, okay, and enabled that, which may qualify him to get on the list, on Dexter's list. But what I think, another thing he's doing is either he's picking up the mantle of the New York Ripper, from his parents' killer who got thrown in jail for murder, like vehicular manslaughter, I think, because he was DWI, because he was out drinking and got careless. And he was the New York Ripper, so he was filling him in and telling him, hey, I'm the New York Ripper, and this is how I did it when he became friends with him. Because he was ill, so he probably had liver failure or something from drinking so much. And what I think, so it's either that scenario, and then Prater was like, okay, well, I'll kind of concoct my own version of the New York Ripper, and I'll blame it on the original New York Ripper. And so he got something happened, okay, and the New York Ripper hadn't killed in a while, and he's trying to interview people and to start the killings up under the guise of the New York Ripper. Well, or he started the whole thing up himself, and he would bribe people to do that, and like maybe Harrison's girlfriend did it, and that's how her arm got hurt or something. And she had to stop doing it because she just couldn't do it anymore. And so he was bribing people or giving them loans, and the way they pay it off is they go out and do these New York Ripper murders. And and they can't say anything about it because he's got stuff on him, right? So it's either that he's picking up the mantle of the New York Ripper, or it's a serial killer that he's concocted. And he's presently trying to interview for it, and hence has the new the serial killer party. And so, but Prater's officially on Dexter's list because he killed Bautista, and I think Charly will protect him as long as her mother's alive. And I think what's going to happen is her mother's going to die. And Prater somehow is not going to know it, okay? And because I think it's going to be hard, but he pays for all the health care and probably sends those health care workers in there, so it's going to be hard to hide the murder. So he's going to have to get some bad. He's going to have to get bad intel on Charly's mother. And Charly's going to have to know that, hey, my mother's got a week to live. And then she's going to start talking to Dexter about it. Because I think she secretly hates Prater. Because she thinks he's a creep. But she loves her mother a lot. And so I think, I don't know if Prater and Charly will become a love interest. They may. But in the previous series. Because I just think he's just too old, and he's kind of beyond that at this stage of the game. And, but him and Charly are going to kind of do some things to kind of rid maybe New York of some of this underworld. And she probably knows about it. And I think in the process, they're going to get Rapunzel, both of them. But that's all I got. So Prater's going to get it. If it's in the New York Ripper is going to be someone that he recruited to to, and it may be Dexter being the New York Ripper because he has Harrison. I mean, and that's going to happen for a little while, and then maybe Charlie's going to, kind of like, hey, okay, Prater, well, the mom's going to die, and then she's going to assist Dexter in that capacity. But that's what I think. All right. Thanks for watching. All right, so I was going to add this. I just thought of something that could also be a likely scenario. So Prater targeted Charly to be his bodyguard before, because he saw the interaction with her that she has with her mother, right? And Prater was like, man, I could use her because she's got all this cool experience, but she has this weakness of really loving her mom, and she gets along with her great. And so Prater, so what happens is Charly could get wind of this treatment that she's getting, but she actually discovers is that Prater's responsible for making her sick. And she could get well, and then and Prater may not know. She'll replace everything, and she's not getting sick anymore, and she could replace this poison that Prater's nailing her mom with somehow. And and the mom starts getting better and all that. Because no one knows what's the matter with her mother. No one knows, other than she's like in a coma or something. But that could be a likely scenario. And then Charly discovers that Prater's making her mom sick because Charly he's using Charly and her expertise. And then she's going to discover it. And then at that point, she's going to recruit Dexter to go ahead and do that. And they're going to go and clean up everything. She's going to go and help Dexter clean up all of Prater's mess after, and then murder Prater. Something's going to happen in that scenario if that plans out. All right, that's all I got. Thanks.